Aloha class, this is exercise 8-3, prepare a flexible budget with more than one cost driver. So sometimes we have more than one cost driver driving our costs. Before we were talking about quantity being the only cost driver, but now we have both cost of cruise and cost of passengers. So you can read the problem about this. Aleski Tours operates day tours of coastal glaciers in Alaska on its tour boat, and the boat can accommodate up to 80 passengers. For example, vessel operating cost should be $5,200 per month. So we see that in this chart, this graphic, and plus $48 per cruise and $2 per passenger. The company's sales should average $25 per passenger. The company's planning budget for July is based on 24 cruises and 14 passengers. So we can create this planning budget for July. I've named it over here. And I'm going to even name my cells where I'm going to put the cruises and passengers. So they have 24 cruises, and instead of naming this cell F61, I've actually put cruises in there so that whenever I want to refer to the number of cruises that are happening, instead of just selecting that cell, I'll know exactly what I want, and I want cruises. So I'll just put in that name cruises, and it'll know this is a constant, and 1,400 passengers, and I've named that cell passengers. And over here, I've put in revenue they said was going to be $25. So I can put $25 average per passenger, $25, and I'll just put that as P. You could put these as quantity, quantity 1 and quantity 2, but I'm just going to use C and P for cruises and passengers. And so I'm going to say 25 multiplied by the number of passengers. So I would have my formula $25 multiplied by passengers, and I've already labeled that so it knows that it's 1,400 passengers. So these formulas in Excel are great if you're going to change the number of passengers. You can use the exact same formula. If I had 1,500 passengers, 1,500, then it would automatically update my revenue. But I just have 1,400 right now, so whenever I reference that quantity or passengers, excuse me, it'll change, and it'll change my revenue, and that passengers can just be plugged in there for P. And expenses, I've already have the fixed expense. You can combine all these vessel operating costs together into one if you would like. So you do equals 5,200, and you would add $24, vessel, $480 multiplied by the number of cruises, which is 24 cruises. So I would do my 5,200 and my 480 multiplied by 24 cruises, and $2 multiplied by 1,400 passengers. But I've just separated these out just to make it a little bit easier. And so variable cost would be your cruise, cost per cruise, $480 multiplied by the number of cruises. And I don't even need to I don't have to refer to that, so I can just type cruises as well. And I can put my formula, so that's going to be $480, 480 multiplied, or 480 cruises, C. I'm going to put C. And my next one is $2 per passenger, $2. Okay, so then I'll do equals $2 multiplied by passengers. Okay. Advertising is fixed with the 1,700. Administrative, I have a fixed. It's a mixed cost because I have a fixed component, and then I have these variable parts of the administration. So I'm going to do $24 multiplied by the number of cruises, or I can just write cruises, and $1 per passenger. Okay, and insurance is a fixed number here. So I've already inserted these fixed numbers. I can put in these formulas. It's $24 per cruise and $1 per passenger. And I can total up my expenses. I'll sum all of the expenses. And my net operating income will be revenue, and we'll subtract our total expenses. And that's our answer. With two cost drivers, we can now create a flexible budget with more than one cost driver.